If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. We welcome you to today's show and ask those of you who have not subscribed to please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda and the ushering in of the Antichrist. I really wanted to hold off on doing this video. This is about the Katy Perry Rise song, and she released a music video a few weeks ago, which pretty much just showed Olympic athletes. I didn't do a video on it because there wasn't really a music video. The lyrics were the only thing that were worth noting, but I assumed at some point this song would come out with an actual video of Katy Perry doing some type of demonic ritual, and now they've actually released a teaser for her music video, a trailer for it, as the video is entitled Rise, and you can actually see where this is going, and it's no surprise knowing Katy Perry's ties into the occult, into Satanism, and all of the things we've seen in all of her songs, all of this, the symbolism in it. We've seen her wearing shirts that have Satan on it, participating in things like Coachella, wearing, with a bunch of people wearing satanic clothing. We've heard her on record talk about selling her soul to the devil. I want to talk a little bit about this trailer and about the chorus of this song. Let's start with some of the lyrics of the song. As I always note, these songs are filled with clues and hints. They talk about whether it's demonic possession, whether it's about a transformation, whether it's about worshiping Satan himself and just outright saying it in songs like we see in a lot of these music videos, these rap videos. This one specifically says, "O ye of so little faith, don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in my veins, I know it, and I will not negotiate. I'll fight it, I will transform." Transformation is what the elitists, what the Illuminati is all about. And we've heard the hints in a lot of these songs talking about the transformation is coming. I did a video on Rihanna's video about the Antichrist. The video is called Anti-Dire. It's just filled with satanic symbolism, but in the video, they talk constantly about this transformation, because this transformation is what these musicians continue to condition people for, is that a transformation is coming. This transformation into the Antichrist, from what the reality we live in now, the transformation into accepting the Antichrist. That's what they're speaking of. In this song, which is a complete joke, if you watch the video that's out there now, which is the Olympic version of the video, where they're tricking people, because that's what they do. If you look at the lyrics matched up with the Olympic people running and working out, people would just say, oh yeah, it's motivating. It's talking about transforming and rising up. And ooh, they're going to rise, and they're going to rise, because she constantly talks about rising. She's talking about the phoenix rising. She's talking about the Antichrist rising. Okay, that's what she's talking about, the rise of the Antichrist. In the song, she goes on to say, When the fire's at my feet again and the vultures are still circling, they're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised. I will still rise. I mean, look at the symbolism in there, talking about the rise of the Antichrist, the actual final nail being in. Oh, look at all these hints at what she's saying in this song. It's absolutely ridiculous. Rising out of the fire. But like I said, this is how they brainwash people. The video is of Olympic athletes working out, swimming, running on a track pointlessly for no reason, because the Olympics are just the biggest waste of time ever created. But people see that, and they listen to the song, they get pumped up. They go, I will rise, I will rise. That's how they brainwash people, right? You have these satanic lyrics, and then you have this music video with the people working out and striving for things, and people get all pumped up, motivated. They don't even realize a spell's being put on them. The lyrics of the song are conditioning them for what's to come. But I want to point out this here, because I don't want to make this a long video, because I know that this video is going to come out. I'm going to have to do another video on it, because that video is going to be loaded with Antichrist, satanic, Illuminati symbols. It'll be filled with it. But let's just take a look at this 26-second trailer where you see Katy Perry rising out of the water. Now, she has a parachute behind her, okay? And the parachute actually makes the water look like it's red as she rises out of the water. There's dual symbolism to this. Number one, I have constantly talked about in these music videos, the baptism, the re-baptism. That's why you see Beyonce, Rihanna, Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, all of these artists, Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly. I can go on and on if I could think of them off the top of my head. Okay, I've exposed tons of these artists, all in a bathtub, all coming out of water, the symbolism of rising out of the water. Okay, it's symbolizing the re-baptism. That's what it is. Some of them are even doing blood baptism. Eminem has a blood baptism. Machine Gun Kelly has a blood baptism. Lil Wayne is in a video with a bathtub filled with blood. Okay, that's what this is representing here. This re-baptism to the Antichrist. Okay, because then when these Satanists join the occult, they are baptized. They denounce Jesus Christ and they are re-baptized in Satanism. I've talked about it over and over. And they take they do a re-baptism in pig's blood and urine and all of this disgusting, filthy things. But they're obviously not going to show that in these videos. But they're conditioning you with a re-baptism. And of course, Katy Perry is rising out from this red, which to me easily can be looked at as the beast rising out of the bottomless pit. It can be looked at as the phoenix rising. So all of these things, this is just more and more Katy Perry, who is just, you know, I've talked about how they recycle these people. They go in cycles. They go in waves because they have to keep them fresh, but they don't want you to get sick of them. That's why they go away for a while. That's why Katy Perry, you know, last year, a year and a half ago was the big news, and she had, you know, she did the Super Bowl and she had Dark Horse and all these satanic songs that she performed. Then they roll Taylor Swift back out and a few other people. Now, and you know, Demi Lovato and so on, so. And then they fall out, and now Katy Perry comes back in. Soon you'll probably see Nicki Minaj roll back in, as Beyonce will fall back out, because they have to keep these people fresh, these false idols. That's how they keep the audience out there interested in them. If they continue to just push them down everyone's throat, then people start to get sick of them. They want to keep, they've done so much work on the back end to make these people stars and celebrities, these false idols, and to make so many children out there worship them, that they have to keep them fresh and excited. They want people to wait for their new album and their new song. That's why it's strategically placed that they come out, you know, so far after one another. And now it looks like Katy Perry will be coming back to the forefront with more satanic music. I'm sure we'll see many more songs, but this song, Rise, you will see a video released. I don't know when. I didn't see a release date on when it was coming out, but it'll be coming out soon, and I'll do a full video breakdown on that when it comes out. But I wanted to point this out because I had seen the original video with the athletes and heard the lyrics, because the lyrics on the video, you could actually read the lyrics, the captions there, and I just shook my head. But I figured I would wait for it to come out. But the fact that this ridiculous trailer comes out where you could see the blatantly obvious, you know, beast rising, or you can see the obvious re-baptism that is occurring, and her talking about the transformation and all of this stuff, it's so blatantly obvious and right in our faces that I just wanted to point it out. It got me so angry when I saw it yesterday, as it always does. These things just get me so, you know, fired up, because it's just so obvious and people just can't see the signs. I'm hoping that these videos are helping some people wake up. I'm hoping that, you know, whether it's the symbols exposed or it's these artists being exposed, I know people out there go, why do you have to do stuff like that? Because there's basic ways to start waking people up, and that's by taking their false idols and breaking them down and pointing out basic symbols. It's hard for somebody who's sound asleep, who doesn't have a clue what's going on, to bring up something to them like satanic ritual abuse, or, you know, how they take these aborted babies and what they do with them and all of this stuff. Their brains can't wrap, you know, they can't wrap their heads around it. They have to start at some point somewhere where God had been speaking to us, and then a sign or a symbol popped up, and we said, oh my goodness, now I can connect the dots. Now I can see what's going on. But these musicians who are so worshipped by these children out there, if they can see these videos and realize, and I know a lot of them laugh at it because they can't comprehend, you know, the spiritual world. They can't comprehend the Bible. They can't comprehend that Satan is real. It's a real problem for them. But if they constantly start seeing these signs and these symbols and these lyrics about transformations, about rising out of the pit, I mean, about all of this stuff, which is right there, if they constantly start seeing it, maybe it'll trigger something in their head where they say, all right, this is getting over the top. Why is there a bathtub and a baptism in all of these videos? Why is there constantly pyramids? Why is there constantly all seeing eyes? Why are the same things here, 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 and here? And it might trigger something where they start waking up and realizing that this whole world around us is a staged reality, that has been created by Satan, who has been set up by all of his puppets who fall underneath him, from the Rothschilds to the Rockefellers, all the way down to the front lines with these false idols who are there for fame and fortune, who do nothing but just brainwash the masses into seeing these symbols. They condition them with these symbols, and then they brainwash them with the witchcraft music and the spells that they put on them in these songs. It's just unbelievably over the top and so obvious. I want to just point this out. So again, the video will be coming out soon, the Katy Perry video, and I'll do a follow-up on that one, and I'll do more detail about the lyrics. But I just want to point out, it just gets me so fired up how ridiculous all this stuff really is. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.